You ever notice here in America, we don't just admire professional athletes, we deify them. Here in Cleveland, we still worship Jim Brown like he walked unwatered. Sure, he was a legend on the field, but off the field, arrested multiple times for beating women. Threw one off a balcony, allegedly. But hey, he got us touchdowns and a championship, so let's name streets after him. Put up a statue. Pretend the rest doesn't matter. O.J. Simpson, another great runner, ran through defenses and crime scenes like a hot knife through butter, killed 2 people, allegedly, and somehow still ended up with TV specials, a book deal, and millions of people who still called him the Juice. It was like he was a lovable cartoon character or something. Ray Rice punches out his fiancée on video, and people actually debated whether he deserved a second chance. Mike Tyson served rape, and now he's doing commercials for gummy edibles. It's like he's everybody's crazy Uncle Mike or something. We don't care who they hurt, just as long as they can run, jump, or throw. You or I mess up like that, and we're done. But these guys, they get parades. And meanwhile, these guys are making $30 million a year to catch a ball. Teachers, the people who actually shape the next generation, they're buying school supplies out of their own pockets. A paramedic, the person who shows up at your door while you're dying, maybe they clear $45,000 a year if they're lucky. A police officer or a firefighter, risking their life every time they punch in, makes less in a decade than some second-string wide receiver makes for warming the bench. And we wonder why the country feels backwards, right? You know what I want to see? I want to live in a country where we give high fives for compassion. I want to see someone spike a broom in the front yard because a teenager just shoveled snow off an elderly neighbor's driveway. The crowd goes wild. Neighbors pour onto their porches to cheer. Maybe they even do a little dance called the Civic Duty Shuffle. And I want statues, big bronze statues of real heroes. The nurse who pulled a double shift during the pandemic and still made time to check in on her elderly neighbors. The school janitor who buys coats for kids out of his own paycheck. The kid who volunteers at the animal shelter on weekends instead of sitting inside playing Xbox. Put them on a pedestal, literally. Carve their stories into granite and stick them right there in the middle of town square. Because maybe, just maybe, when we stop worshiping people for what they can do with a ball and start honoring them for what they do with their heart, we might actually build a society worth cheering for.